Today's horoscope, Capricorn May 10th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon spends the day in your solar house, drawing your attention to your broader goals, which can pull your mood together. In general, you are a little more ambitious than usual and aware of what others expect of you. You are goal-oriented and focused on accomplishing something meaningful. It can feel quite wonderful to nurse ambition without pressure or stress. Still, later today, your desires or plans may not feel as straightforward temporarily. Avoid pushing something forward that needs more time to develop. Disapproval or coolness from someone can be annoying, but it can also redirect you to making helpful edits. Jupiter is a planet we all adore so very much. This is because Jupiter expands blessings and good fortune wherever he goes. Currently, he is in a zodiac sign that Mercury rules Gemini, so all mercurial aspects of life will see a touch of golden luck. Also, the entire human collective will now be more eager to meet, laugh, chat, and connect. Socializing will be amplified for nearly everyone. No matter where you stand in your romantic life, consider mixing and mingling. If attached, you'll have more fun with your mutual friends and lovers, too. Are you moving along your career path too slowly? Have patience. We all need to learn the value of hard work, and today is a great day for a lesson. You'll soon be amazed by your growth. You are feeling a bit better today. Things are steadier, emotionally speaking. For once, you don't feel like others around you are sapping all your energy. And yet this is also disconcerting because you like the feeling of being needed. You might benefit from turning the focus on yourself. Do for yourself what you do for others so well. Set a small goal, such as preparing a nice dinner or taking a brisk walk, and once you've done it, give yourself a little pat on the back. There's a time to get things rolling and a time to let them go. If there's something you've been reluctant to close in your life, the energy from this day may give you the added strength and determination to see it through. There are some things like relationships and habits that can be very hard to part with, even when you know it's what you need to do. However, once you see it through, there's a deep satisfaction that occurs knowing you were able to move forward. Be good to yourself. With no planetary activity in your career sector, the moon's monthly visits are always a valuable chance to check in, and for much of the last 12 months, this will create some positive days across the income, work, and career fronts. That is the case this time, except a friendly aspect to Pluto in his early days in retrograde motion in your income sector today, and to Jupiter, just as he moves into his final month in your work sector tomorrow, give you an intuitive read on the changing dynamics of this financial and professional year, and especially on the income and job fronts. Venus, the planet of love, might still be 4 weeks away from your romantic sector and from what will be some of the most romantically charged weeks of the year. But the Sun is here for another 12 days, and Mercury will return over the weekend to give your heart a voice and to put heart and mind on the same page. While the spirit of romance and adventure is already well supported, this is just preparation for the real thing. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, the cosmic skies are relatively calm. The stars aren't making much noise, and that in itself is a message worth paying attention to. When the celestial energy is quiet, it's often a gentle invitation to slow down and reconnect with yourself, your rhythm, and the pace of your life. You may not feel particularly driven to launch into a big project, have a major conversation, or take a leap into the unknown, and that's perfectly okay. Not every day needs to be about movement. Some days are for grounding, for integrating, for breathing. If you've been feeling a bit scattered lately, or like you've been running from one task to the next without much time to reflect, consider this your cosmic permission slip to pause. Return to the basics. Today is ideal for getting back into your routine, not just out of habit, but as an act of self-respect. Re-establish the habits that nourish your body and spirit. Whether that means meal prepping, tidying up your space, journaling, meditating, or even just getting to bed a little earlier, these small acts are the foundation of your well-being. Take a moment to reflect on all the effort you've put in over the last few weeks. Maybe you've been grinding at work, showing up for others in your life, or pushing yourself toward a personal goal. Even if it hasn't always felt glamorous or acknowledged, know this: your efforts haven't gone unnoticed. You may begin to see the fruits of your labor emerging now in subtle but deeply validating ways. A word of praise, a moment of appreciation, or even the internal satisfaction of knowing you followed through on something important. These small recognitions are deeply meaningful. Allow them to build your confidence and remind you that your consistency matters. This subtle but steady energy is also perfect for nurturing your relationships. Because your energy is more settled today, you might notice that your ability to connect with others comes more naturally. Your presence feels grounded and calming to those around you. When you speak, people listen not because you're louder, but because your energy is more aligned and authentic. That kind of calm leadership rooted in empathy, not ego, is incredibly magnetic. If there's a friend you've lost touch with or someone who's been on your mind, this is a beautiful time to reach out, reconnect, and strengthen the bonds that truly matter. You might also notice moments of intuitive clarity today. Even though there's no dramatic celestial shift happening, there's something about the stillness that helps you hear your inner voice more clearly. Pay attention to the nudges, the quiet observations, or the gentle changes in your environment. Sometimes, it's in the quietest moments that the most meaningful shifts begin. However, a word of gentle caution: this tranquil vibe doesn't necessarily extend to every area of life. Financially, things may feel a little uncertain today. If someone offers you an investment tip that seems too good to be true, or you feel pressure to spend on something you're unsure about, trust your instincts. Not all advice will be in your best interest, and some people may be acting out of self-serving motives rather than genuine care. Be discerning. You don't need to make any big money moves right now. Today is more about preserving what you have rather than chasing something new. It's also worth being mindful of your energy. You may have more motivation than you've had in a while, especially if you've recently been feeling drained or off your game. There could be a renewed drive pushing you to recommit to your physical health. If so, embrace it. Maybe it's the perfect day to stretch a little further in your workout, go for that long walk, or even try something new that challenges your body and refreshes your spirit. On the flip side, if you feel tired, don't push through for the sake of productivity. Listen to your body, and if it's asking for gentleness, honor that. A sauna, a hot bath, a massage, or even just a few quiet minutes in nature might be exactly what you need to restore your balance. The bottom line today? It's not about dramatic change. It's about conscious recalibration. Use this cosmic lull to recenter, reflect, and restore. Your inner compass is pointing you toward stability, and the beauty of that is often overlooked in a world that constantly chases the next big thing. Sometimes, the greatest growth happens in the spaces between our busiest moments, in the stillness where we remember who we are and what we truly value. So take a breath. Take your time. And if you're feeling inspired, I'd love to hear from you. What's one simple habit or routine that always helps you feel balanced? Have you noticed any quiet victories or moments of clarity recently? Share in the comments and let's support one another in finding peace in the pause.